Welcome to the face behind the brand. Hello. What's going on, cousin? Hello, 1300 mirrors. Welcome to the face behind the brand. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. We have a special guest for you tonight. His name is Roscoe Shakur. 13, only 13. Why him, Lord, please have some mercy. Instead, take them niggas who tried to murk me when I was only 16. 16, finally put the shit. There he is. Hope everybody is doing good tonight. I should say today, because over here it is West Coast time, so we're still in the afternoon. Way I'm living now, my new neighbors will never know my old lifestyle I was living. I had to let it go. Eventually did so. When instant and these things go, trying to get these kids hope. I hope y'all don't. Hey, welcome.
I was waiting. Can you see me? Am I bright enough? Hold on. Hold up.
I'm playing your music. You're not supposed to be playing my music.
Hey, I already told you what's going on.
Oh, you're making me bashful.
It ain't too loud, is it?
No, I can't believe you. Wow.
Listen, hold on.
You are too kind. You gonna stop?
I'm gonna play it.
You are something else. Oh my God.
Can y'all see me? Am I clear enough?
Yes, we can see you.
All right. I don't want
to play your music and you playing my music.
All right, let me turn you off.
Oh my goodness. God is good. I thank you.
Hey man, listen. I told you.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just like
man, listen. This gonna be like a two-way interview because you know.
I like that.
Yeah, I just want to know a little, not too much, but okay. I want just my followers, like, for them to get an idea of who you are. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you talented. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I mean, I know you you get we here to talk about my talents and showcase me, but
yeah,
like just everything, like overall your journalism, like you as an artist, you as a person, like you talented, second to none, like I told you before. So that song, it's touching, like, for more, my followers, like if they could, tune in and listen to that song, I mean, it's powerful.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Thank you. I appreciate you, King, so much.
Hey, no problem. No problem.
You threw me off there. That's the first time that's ever happened. And I'm trying to like open
Hey
up.
man, this ain't about me, man. Like, like we gotta give somebody else a light as well. Someone else that's as talented as me, it need to be a light shined on them as well. You know what I mean? So
thank you. I appreciate you. So without further ado, welcome to the face behind the brand. I am your host, Monique Marie, and you are the special guest of honor tonight, Roscoe Shakur.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you so much for taking the time tonight. Again, thank you. I'm so humbled this for the opportunity. I'm very humbled by what you just did in introducing me to your people as well. We are sharing the coast right now. I'm on the West Coast. You're on the East Coast. So tell the folks that don't know you that are over here on the West Coast, who is Roscoe Shakur?
Well, first, Roscoe Shakur is a father, you know,
Yes.
a family man. I'm a fiance, soon to
Yes.
be husband. Uh, I'm a producer. I'm a director. I'm a videographer.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm an engineer. I record my own vocals. I'm a musician.
Yes.
Uh, just you know, all that's just me, all
Yes.
in a nutshell. I come from poverty, like you know, most of us
Hmm.
who's not celebrities. Yeah, I come from a place. You know, I grew. I'm a homeowner now.
Yes.
I
Congratulations.
survived. I survived. You know, a lot, and I'm here now. So I'm a testament. That's all, and
Absolutely.
that's what I use my platform for. You know,
Hmm.
so
Hmm. Well, congratulations
thank
on
you.
honestly on just life in general with everything that's happening. I was very touched by, as I shared with you, just your song till the end. I was touched by your platform. I was touched by your engagement to your fiance.
Thank
Um,
you.
you, yes, are a father of a beautiful baby boy.
Thank you. Thank you.
And talk to me a little bit about being a father raising a Black son today.
It can be challenging, but I'm up for any challenge, and it's a lot easier for me because
Mm-hmm.
my experiences as when I was a kid, you know, I didn't have the ideal father that I would have, you know, that I would have wanted, or you know, what I would have loved to have. So you know, from my experiences, I come up, you know, broken home and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. So it kind of makes it easy for me because that was my example of what not to put my child through. Everything
Mm-hmm.
I experienced, I went through. It's like I would never. My job is to never make sure he ever experienced that. So I'm just doing everything or trying to do everything the right way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I made the mistake. Well, I lived through the mistake already, so my son wouldn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, with me being a father, I mean, just it's I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, I love it.
Well, I think he is a beautiful baby boy.
Thank you.
And again, congratulations to you and your beautiful fiance. I'd like to circle back a little bit because, of course, as I mentioned, I discovered you through till the end. But I'd like to go back about 10 years, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And I want to talk about some music just to kind of see how you've evolved from then and now, which is one of your specific singles from then to now,
Yeah.
and just talk about just from then 10 years ago to now how your music has evolved.
Um, it's just experience. You go through things and you realize, you know, growth is powerful. Things happen in your life and they make you realize, like back when I was doing music there, it's hard for me to even go back and listen to that
Mm-hmm.
because I mean I do have a few songs on there that I did produce and a few songs that was true to myself.
Yes.
But it was a decent amount of songs. It was just like, I thought I had it figured out. I was young.
Yeah.
So, you know, the approach I was taking then was, I don't know, I had some type of like songwriter approach or something. And the climate was different. It wasn't, you know, social media wasn't where it is
Mm-hmm.
now. And I still had that approach of, and I grew up on like 90s music and the way the business was. So I still had that approach of, like, I gotta make a hit. I gotta write a hit song.
Yeah.
I gotta write a radio song. I gotta make a big ready. I gotta make a song that I can submit to a label and
Mm-hmm.
they'd be like, look, this ready to go right now, you know. So, you know, I'm trying to shop this in my urban area. You know, in my city, it's a small, tight knit city where, you know, it's a lot of killing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of hate. You get some love, but it's hate as well. So it's
Yeah.
like you trying to shop this type of music to these people, and they like, man, what are you? I don't want that
Yeah.
garbage, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I know my talents. I always knew I was a talented person. Like, you know, it just was like, you know what, this ain't it. I was young. I had to learn, experience things, and like so. Like I said, the music I was putting out then, it was just like I always cared about what they thought or
Mm-hmm.
what they want or like, you know what, I gotta give them a club banger. You know what, I gotta give them a song you know, talking about, you know, the car. Like it was just I was trying to please this person, that person, this person, that person. When it's like we not designed that way. Like
No.
God didn't design us
Mm-mm.
like to for everyone to like everything. So you can't please everybody. No matter how hard you try, it's not gonna happen. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. It led me to where I'm at today, meaning the music from then to now is just me basically staying true to me, to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I owe myself that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just got a different mentality now. Like, you know, if you don't like my music, that's acceptable. It's not for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's for the person that it can touch. Like here it is. We having a chat, an
Yeah.
interview
Yeah.
with someone thousands of miles away that
Mm-hmm.
was able to gravitate to my music and take liking into my music and want to hear who I am. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's back when I was doing it then. That was like that was like the hardest thing to do to get someone in Oakland to gravitate to me. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna happen. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a great feeling. Like, you
Yeah.
know, coming from there to where I'm at now. And in the music you can hear it.
Yeah.
When it's truthful and you know why you're doing it, you're being true to yourself, you know the core audience that you wanna, you know, seek. It's just a beautiful thing. And people, a real person to know. They can
Mm-hmm.
know when something you can differ when something is real and something is fake
Yeah.
or not true to you. It's like, he just another, you know, he just doing it because it's a cool thing.
Exactly.
With me, I'm a complete stranger, but when you first heard my music, whatever one it was,
Yeah.
you was like, this dude is a true artist. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? This dude he's true. Like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's what I go for now. You know, it's a
Absolutely.
different.
And I think I see you, Highlighter. Highlighter is another artist who was just on here literally a few days ago. He said true to self.
Hey
So
man, tell Highlighter I saw that interview too. That was a great interview. I watched it.
absolutely. They are just their whole team is amazing. So thank you so much for your support, Highlighter. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, like when I was listening to it was till to the end. And again, like I told you, I saw that you were a visionary for one. Because the visuals, of course, are everything.
Right.
And just everything. I mean, because I catch everything. And sometimes I think it's too much, but it's just like I see every detail and I hear so much, you know, like I was telling you, I can hear every instrument.
Right.
It's crazy. So let's talk about 2020 then. So let's talk about Till the End because that's off the album. And we could talk about that. You have an album what it has seven tracks on there.
Yes.
And I'll let you talk more about it and tell the people more about that particular album that just dropped.
Um, this project that I put out, it was challenging because I just wanted to give, you know, my core audience, I wanted to give them something. I wanted to heat it up before what I'm about to drop.
Mm,
My upcoming project. So it's like I wanted to be able to give them something to, you know, just, you know, have my voice on, hear me, you know, just to know I'm a force to be reckoned with. And till the end, speaking of till the end, for the audience, for the listeners or the viewers who don't know who I am,
mm-hmm.
let's go back to the introduction. The name is Roscoe Shakur, but it's no relation to the great Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
He's an icon. He's a legend. He's one of my idols.
Mm-hmm.
You know, growing up, he was somebody I gravitated to. Like I said, my upbringing was a little different. I didn't really have the ideal father that, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
would have liked to have. And you know, Tupac was like that guy that I viewed as just, you know, just a limitless just person that's he was more than a musician. And
Mm-hmm.
through
Mm-hmm.
that through that he showed me to be the same. Like, you know, I want to be more than that. I want to be
Mm-hmm.
more than a musician. But this project that I have out now, the the recreate the recreation. I'm sorry.
Recreation,
Um,
Volume
yeah,
One.
volume one. Um, volume one. It's it's basically me. The reason that I came up with that title is because I'm rapping on industry beats that I loved
Mm-hmm.
growing up, and from my artists, my favorite artists is who, you know, is my idols,
Yeah,
Nas,
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
Jay-Z, Biggie,
yeah.
Tupac. So, you know, I took a few of their classic hits, classic songs, and you know, it's the bravery of me. Like some people, they wouldn't dare to touch a classic. You know,
Right.
they'd be like, ah, I ain't gonna do that. You know, because you know, you touch a classic, the first thing people say is, ah, man,
Yeah.
he should have left that alone. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
The first thing is like, you know, don't if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Don't touch that. So it's just me, you know, pushing myself to the limit, just challenging myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to make a song that's as great as great as that or even greater. You know what I'm saying? On
Absolutely.
that same beat.
Yeah.
You know, just to show that I can hold my own on, you know, that's just the artistry of me. That's
Mm-hmm.
just who I am.
Well, I like
So
that. And who you are, you're definitely a spiritual person. I picked that up also. And then also when we talked about that during your preliminary. So talk to us about your inner peace and how you're able to maintain a steadfast spirit during these times right now.
um it started with me just having to go through a lot of heartbreak, and
Mm.
I had to end a lot of good relationships. Well, no, I take that back. I don't mean good relationships, but close relationships.
Mm.
Um, Close relationships had to be ended, and you know, just I was just a too much of a giver. And when you a giver, you know, you're not gonna get the same in return. You can be viewed as a pushover. Uh, you know, people take your kindness for weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's up to you to be like, you know, enough is enough.
Yep.
And with that being said, is in order for me to move forward, feelings got to be hurt. You
Yeah.
know, I have to cut. You got to cut ties. You have to, you know, because it's a burden. It can weigh you down. So I had to learn to put me first. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Before everybody else, trying to be a hero, trying to save the world, trying to
Yeah.
save the day. When in reality, I'm doing all of this and I'm empty inside. I'm
Yeah.
not happy.
Mm.
So once I found that peace and I knew my purpose, I said I'm not going to screw this up. Like, you know, I'm gonna go full throttle,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna get a world my voice. And for the ones who take liking into it, you know, they're gonna gain something from it. I promise.
Absolutely.
I promise if you become a fan of my music, if you become a fan of me, no matter the age, you know, you're gonna become a fan of me and
Mm-hmm.
everything I stand for and represent, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's
Yeah.
just finding inner peace
Yeah.
with yourself
Yeah.
and staying true to self.
Yeah. I think it's crucial because it's not easy, right? I mean, because a lot of those people you're very, very, like you said, could be close to. They could be your bloodline. They could be, best friends, people you grew up with, and it's trying. It can be very trying, but you also have to, like you said, you make a decision,
Right.
to choose self. And it's interesting you said that because I'm an only, like to my mom, I'm an only child. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
to
Okay.
grow up, and most people would think that you would be spoiled, and the opposite, it's like, oh, you want, where it's like me, I try to give everything, like I would give my last.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely I think during this time, this 2020 has been eye-opening, for me, even having to just literally just not cut off but just stop and just say it's all about me now, you know
Right.
and I think it's been a huge blessing because I wouldn't be on the phone with you right now
Right. Absolutely.
if I hadn't started doing something else, and then saying being me is also reaching out into finding out about other people that are similar to me that are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So describe some of your family members, or are there any members in your family that are also musicians or singers or play instruments?
Uh, I can't say, but I know my father. Um, I believe he was I don't know how to word it or whatever. You know how you just have a person that's talented. He passed
Hmm.
a few years back as
Sorry to
well,
hear
but you
that.
know,
My
it's
condolences.
thank you. But you know how it could be a person who has talents, but they don't utilize those talents. They may utilize their other talents and put that talent on the back burner. But
Hmm.
my father, I believe he had a decent voice. Yeah, you know, as far as I don't want to label him, I don't want to call him a
Yeah,
singer or anything
yeah,
like that, but
yeah.
he was just someone who he didn't really. I think it's just genetic, as far as for me to be, you know,
Hmm.
a musician from his traits.
Yeah.
Outside of that, yeah, I have a my brother, I have a brother. He also does music. He's more so of a trap artist.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, he's a trap artist. And musically, yeah, as far as the music gene goes, not too much, not that I know of. My father side, I don't really know them that well. But I'm sure it's a few talented musicians on that end. But
Yeah.
I think it started with, I think my father was I think he was a singer or something like that. Not a singer, but I don't know how to word it.
Had the ear, probably either had the
Yeah,
ear or in the,
he
yeah, like,
he had a decent voice.
oh,
I
really?
say it that
Okay.
way. Yeah, he
Yeah.
had a decent voice. So
That's what's up. Yes, because you definitely have it. You have the ear for it. Just all of it, and to be able to produce,
yeah,
and engineer and
yeah,
direct.
yeah,
So you're
yeah.
doing a lot. I mean, do you feel what do you feel? I mean, I know it's hard to say, but what do you feel out of all the songs you've done so far? What is your favorite song? I know that's a hard one, huh? What is your favorite song that you've released?
They change.
I know.
Every all songs have different, you know, meanings for
Yeah.
you to you. I just know whenever I'm creating, I'm always creating. I always want to just create my best song. Every
Yeah.
time I record, I want it to be my best song.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you asking me that, it would, the last song I did was Your Honesty. So
Yes.
yeah, Your Honesty, man, it's just that probably wouldn't be my favorite, but like I said, that was my most recent one that I put
Mm.
out. Well, besides the one that I sent you, the exclusive.
I love it. So
Hey,
determined.
yeah, man. I told you that was inspired by, you know, the loss of a 13-year-old,
Yeah.
and also your song.
Yeah.
You're gonna know my name.
Oh.
Um, yeah. So like right at the moment, I'm gonna just answer your question. At the moment, "So Determined" will be my favorite song right now. Like,
Wow.
and my audience, my fans, they haven't heard that song yet. So
Hmm. Hmm.
they will, because I plan to shoot a video. I'm gonna let that be the first single that I release off my
Hmm.
next project. So,
Yeah.
but right now, "So Determined" would be my favorite track right
Yeah.
now.
It's
I
hot.
love that track. I
It's
love
hot.
it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think I played it probably like 8 times that night.
Wow. Wow.
Because it was like, remember, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning when I opened the email. We 3 hours. So I'm just like, oh my God. And
Right, right,
I just kept playing. That's just me, because I'm listening for everything. For one, I'm listening to your lyrics, right?
right, right.
And then, of course, I'm listening to just the whole, the melodies and just the beat, of course, and then
Yeah,
then I wanted to get up and go play it in my car because I wanted to knock it. I want to hear how it sounds in the car.
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so
I
it's
appreciate it.
it's hot. I think it's definitely a powerful song. I mean, it's talking about what we're talking about today, just
Yeah.
being determined, being purpose driven, um,
Mhm.
going through the struggle,
Yeah.
not being stopped, by anyone, or everyone for
At
that
all.
matter.
At all.
So yeah, definitely. I think it's a hot song. So
Thank you.
talk to me about cultivating a direct relationship with your fans. So like, how, like what we're talking about via email, social media, how important that is.
I mean, it's very important because the attention span is short in today's
Mm-hmm.
climate.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's hard, it's kind of hard to have one's attention for, a certain period of time. So you got to be direct. I mean, we have all these tools now. We can use that to our advantages. I try my best to stay engaged with my audience, my fans, and I not only my job is to not only give them music, I also give them me. I show them,
Yeah.
my family side.
Mm-hmm.
I show them I'm a good father, a
Mm-hmm.
good fiance, and every now and then, I'm able to hit them with the music, and they'd be like, yes, it'd be like right on time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're just that artist who's just drowning your audience with just the same music repeatedly, or just music over and over. It's just like, can I get to know you? Can I
Yeah.
get to know you, the person?
Yeah.
And so that's what I try to do. I try to stay engaged on a personal level. through my story feeds, I allow them to see who I am. I'm more than an artist. I push that a lot. Like I want to be more than an artist. I have so many talents. So why not showcase it all? I have humor, and just everything. So I just try to keep them engaged through my main platform is the platform we on, Instagram. Even though Instagram, we talked about it, it can
Yeah.
interfere a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Far as like you asked about the my latest project,
Yeah.
and that was challenging. The reason I said it was challenging because I'm rapping over industry beats.
Yeah.
So a
Yeah.
few of those beats may not have clearance.
Yeah.
I might deal with copyright issues. And these platforms be like, and
Yeah.
Instagram be one of them. I put a video up and it be like,
Yeah.
nah, they're mute it, block it.
Right.
So it's challenging, but I'm always trying to stay engaged
Yeah.
uh, with my audience.
Absolutely. Well, you're doing a very good job at it. We talked about the reach, right? To be able to reach everybody. I mean, look at how we were able to reach each other, connect and link. You also, you're an indie artist. You're an independent label owner, Roscoe Shakur Incorporated. Talk about how important creative control is to you as an indie artist.
It's very important. Like when I say very important, back when we talked about, you went back to 2010. I always, even then, I had self-control then and didn't even realize how much self-control I had. I was an indie artist then. I'm an
Yeah.
indie artist now,
Yeah.
but then I never wanted to be an indie artist. I always had this attitude like it was draining. I
Yeah.
didn't want to take on that challenge. Maybe I was too young for it, but I was like, I just always wanted to be in the artist seat. I was just like, man, I want to be the artist. I just want somebody else to do all this groundwork and all of that and this and this and that. But it's very important now being self-control. I'm in control of everything I do. I have my own studio.
Yes.
Everything I do, I can put out whatever I want when I want to put it out. I'm putting out timeless. I had to realize what I had was timeless music.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't realize that before. Like, what I mean? And before, some of the music probably wasn't timeless, but I put out timeless music, and when I made that transition, it was challenging for me because I always it was always this thing with me like I need to put it out now. I need to hurry put it out now. Da 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 da. It was like I was always like putting it out, and then I was putting out tracks. The mix I might put it out all Russian. The mix might not be the best. The mix might be a little off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is before I was like doing my own mixing and stuff, but my engineer might not be finished with the mix, and I'm like, yo, I need it by tomorrow. I already told my following that I'm dropping it tomorrow, and it's just like, yo, it ain't ready. And then
Yeah.
I still take the track and drop it anyway, and it's just like, yo, why you putting out half-ass work? But now the control of like being in control over your music, whatever. You gotta, to any artist listening right now, or people seeking a manager, being independent is the way, because no one is gonna manage you like you manage yourself, or like you want to be managed. You know what I mean? No one can tell you, your thoughts or your creativity, your vision. Like if I got a vision and I see something, if you got a manager, he can shoot that down. Like if I'm signed to a big label, I just put out, well, I didn't put it out yet, but I am. The song that I sent you, So Determined.
Yes.
That song it means a lot to me. I'm gonna do a video to it when I want to do a video to it, which is sooner than soon.
Yeah.
If I was signed to a major label, I'll shoot that video to them, and they'll suck the air out of me because they might be like, nah, this is not the radio song we want right now. No, your sales is not this.
Yeah.
This song can damage your sales. They talking the whole. They don't come from where you come from. They don't know your experiences. They talking a whole bunch of bullshit,
Right.
and it's shooting your confidence down, and it's killing you as an artist. Because now what I got to do is, damn, they turned down So Determined. Now I got to go back in the studio and put out something saying, put your bottles up, pour your liquor out, put your bottles up, pour your liquor out. And it's just like, come on, man, like that ain't where it's at.
Yeah.
Creative control is everything to any artist out there listening, to all of the fans of music. Creative control is everything, and I'm in the control seat. I'm in the creative control seat. I can,
Hmm.
do what I want when I feel, and my
Yeah.
fans, the people that follow me, that rely on my music, they love it.
Hmm.
Because I know what I'm putting out is catered to my core audience. I'm not throwing them off with something that's not me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's what's
very
up. And I think it's powerful, and it's something I think we're pulling them all in tonight, because I see Bianca Jade. I see you just stepped in the building. Bianca Jade is also a very, very powerful independent singer songwriter from the East Coast. So I
okay,
think,
okay,
yeah, I think it's incredible when we're all talking the same language and able to just to deliver what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Which is creative control, to be able to say, this is how I want it. This is the day it's going to come out. Because a lot of times we're also looking at numbers. I'm a numbers person, so it might be a birthday. I might want to
right,
release it on a special. You know what I'm saying? So it's important
exactly,
to me all the way around. And I think a lot of artists do that. They want it to signify everything about them.
exactly.
Not just from a business aspect, like you said, for the label. So speaking of conscious music, because that's obviously what you're producing and what you're putting out, very conscious music, very timeless music. If you could describe your mission in life in 3 words, what would they be?
My mission in life. See, you threw me off with in 3 words.
I like to do that.
Yeah, 'cause I was about to be able to, but in 3 words.
3 words.
My mission in life.
Yeah,
3 words.
I know.
3 words. 3 words.
You've said a lot of it already, but I just want to. I'm going somewhere with this, so just trust me.
Staying true to you, or
Okay, okay.
staying true to self.
Stay true to self. Let's see, stay true to self. Okay, so you did 4 words.
That's for?
Stay true.
Yeah.
That's okay, because it just tells me again that is what we're talking about, which is what your focus is right now. And it also leads me to ask you another question, because we talk so much about strengths a lot, and we've talked a lot about what yours are. So share with me and share with us what some of your weaknesses are as an artist.
Weaknesses I have none. No, I'm messing with you.
No, I mean, you can. I mean,
No. My weakness, it can be that same me stand true to me can be a weakness. Because people can, if you're not doing what everyone else is doing,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not gonna break. So it's like just
Mhm.
me being like that guy that's like, you know what I mean? I'm true to myself, because it's like if I was that guy, I probably would be a lot further than what I am. But I'd rather be this.
Yeah.
So if you want to say, I guess I could say stubbornness. To
Mhm.
sum it all up in one word, I guess my stubbornness can be my weakness.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I could see
yeah,
that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I would go with that.
Okay. Stubbornness. I'll tell you one of my weaknesses. How about that?
What is it?
One of my weaknesses, and I'm still working on this a lot, is and it may not be a weakness, it just could be, I think a lot of us have it as artists, how we view and how we evaluate ourselves.
Okay,
I know critiquing is good because you want it to be the best, right? Your songs,
right,
your brand, your everything. But a lot of times I don't give myself enough credit. I mean, I give God all the glory, right? But I'm saying, as
right,
far as the gifts that he's given me, and you talked about it in the beginning, the
yeah,
journalism, like not realizing, who I am too, like how important I am as part of this whole platform and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I'm still working on that. So that's a big weakness though for me.
yeah,
That's a big
yeah.
one.
I mean, same here, because I think I told you before my weakness was similar to that. Like that's another weakness I have. Just me being a perfectionist.
Hmm. Oh yes.
That's another thing. So just my stubbornness, me being a perfectionist, because like just feeling like I don't know if that's a weakness or if it's a
Yeah.
good thing, because it's like
Yeah.
Because me being a perfectionist, I'm always like beating myself up or challenging myself up or just knowing, man, that could be better. I can see the most smallest thing and be like, make the biggest deal out of it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hmm.
damn, like I wish that never was there. Or I could be doing a video and it could be, a day that's kind of breezy, and while I'm rapping, something might fly across the screen,
Yeah.
but it's not noticeable to you.
But you
But
saw it though.
I'm beating myself up like, yo, like this killed my whole video.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
that
That's
could be
funny.
my weakness as well. Like, it's just like, hey man, nobody cares about that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. But you
You know
do.
what I mean? So,
We do though as
right, right,
artists because like we feel it, we see it. It's like every little thing, like and so I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Like if I'm hearing even a click and something just sounds off in the song, I'm like
exactly,
we got to. Find it and get it out of there.
exactly.
So as an artist, what are some of the risks of being a hip hop artist in the music industry today?
Some of the risk,
Some of the risk. Yeah.
um, for mainstream artists or just
I would say in general. I mean, I know right now we're not touring. I mean, well, some people are, I guess, in their own way. But like, what are
well, giving yourself to the public can be a risk because
absolutely?
because growing up I always was you probably I don't know if you'll be able to tell now or whatever, but always been a laid back person. I don't really talk much or to people outside of who I know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Never really been a people's person. But for people that know me, I'm probably the funniest. I'm the best person to be around. But I always like to audience like I'm gonna say it this way because I don't want to be rambling. If it's like five people that I'm around on a
Mm-hmm.
regular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Around them, I can put a whole show on, laugh. I can impersonate this person, that person.
Yeah.
But if you ask me to do that in front of 300 people, it's like I ain't doing that in front of 300 people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I always was like a shy type person. So giving yourself, that was never like I couldn't do that, and it hindered me in my early stages doing music because the climate was different. I had to physically go to people and get them my CD or ask people to, hey, what I mean, you want to, I'm this artist. It was so hard to get my music out because it was like, yo, I don't do this. I don't talk to people. Like I don't,
Yeah.
and it's just not who I am. So yeah, I had to do that in my beginning years, and it was just like, man, that's why I told you I was always pushing for management because I'm like, man, I don't want to do this crap, da da da.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but just giving yourself on a personal level because I'm even with me doing my music, I'm a private person. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
private. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm really laid back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably, if you want to say, shy,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm just a laid back child. I ain't loud. I'm not a loud person.
Yeah.
So giving myself is giving people a personal, in depth look of who you are. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I always say from time to time, if it wasn't for my music or anything, I
Mm-hmm.
probably would be one of the 9%ers or whatever that's not, or the 2%, whatever the percent is. I would
Yeah.
be one of the 9%ers that's not on social media. I
Oh,
probably would be.
yeah.
I probably would be that person if it wasn't for my music because I'm just not. I'm not really into giving the world
Mm-hmm.
too much.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what I mean, I've always been that person. So with music, I have conversations with my fiance and I tell her, I'll be like, man, like I, I gotta be on here. I gotta
Yeah.
do this. Like sometimes I really don't want to. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be on Instagram or
Yeah.
Facebook. Well, I'm never on Facebook. I'm
Yeah.
on Instagram first and then I send
Mm-hmm.
whatever I post to Instagram to Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
check
Mm-hmm.
on it and stuff. So, but yeah, to answer your question, the challenges for artists, I guess, speaking for myself,
Yeah.
it would be
Mm-hmm.
giving yourself to people, and to the artist that's, oh, I thought we froze up, to the artist that's up on the higher ups or whatever, the mainstream artists, giving your piece, like you can't go shopping,
Yeah.
regular without cameras and this and this and
Mm-mm.
that, so that can be, you with your child and somebody running up to you with a camera,
Yeah.
just like, yo, I just had an
Yeah.
argument had an argument with my wife. I don't want to talk to you right now. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so that could be the, the most challenging part of being an artist. And that's why I love where I'm at, because
Hmm.
I can live my life, regular. You know what I mean? I'm
Hmm.
kind of glad, so to speak, that I'm not famous.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I still can just be a regular person. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
And some people, it's crazy because some of them, and I was just talking to one of my producers about this the other day, and he was saying, well, a lot of it is attention. Like a lot of artists like attention. That's part
some
of it.
do.
Like growing up, even me, like singing in the living room, I'm like, listen to me, mommy, I'm about to sing. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
But at the same time, yeah, I like what I'm doing. I like to sing. I like, but yeah, I'm also too. I was actually off of social media. I think I told you for 2 years, like
Mm,
literally just deactivated myself. And honestly, it gave me a lot of strength because there are a lot of people who pretend, to be genuine. And then, you come back, they know you in person, but when you're on here, they don't know you. You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So
right,
it's just like, you start to see who people really are. Like they have no clue of who you are until, of course, they sense it's a perfect time for them,
right.
and so it could be, like what he said it's a double-edged sword,
Yeah,
so it's like, it can be very helpful, but it can be harmful. So you really have to know like how to use it. And so
yeah.
that's why me coming back, literally I came back this year, like came back on
Oh,
social
did
media
you?
this year.
Wow.
And decided to start doing, putting my music back, doing my music again, but also start to do this. So
Yeah,
that way it's like, yeah, I'm on here, I'm looking at certain things, but I'm like, I'm really on here for this. You know what
right.
I'm saying? And that's it, I'm done.
It's actually it's like it's like a good and a bad thing, because I mean, like, with the whole, social media and these social platforms and stuff, it gives everyone the ability to get in the boss seat, the
Right.
the the creative control seat. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
see more business minded people now because of
Mm-hmm.
this platform. We see people with clothing brands, and
Yes.
we
Yes.
see all types of, like, even like what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we just see so many different people able to show their creativity to the world. But like I said, for me, man, I remember, it's funny. A friend of mine, I remember when I, like, in the beginning years when I started doing music,
Mm-hmm.
I was doing music, and I was like probably one of the few who, Facebook was hot at the time. It was new, just came around.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like, yo, man, he's like, you can't, he's like, what the hell, how the hell you gonna be an artist and you don't got to, you can't be an artist without a Facebook. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be on
Yeah.
there. I'm not doing
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah.
And I had the, like I said, put my pride and everything to the
Mm-hmm.
side. Was like, you know what, let me get this a shot. And I gave it
Yeah.
a shot. And like I said, every now and then, if you on there, you can get sidetracked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Absolutely.
You can get distracted in the world we living in, because it's so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have a purpose or a plan to do something, and then you get on here, whatever you do, and then you pick up your phone and you, like,
Yeah.
you glue to it for like 30 minutes to an hour, and you like, shit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could have finished writing this song or whatever. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you just if you're someone who's on here using it to market and do what it is you do,
Mm-hmm.
use it for that purpose, man. Don't use it for no other purpose. So,
Yeah. Like literally. I mean,
yeah,
I think
try
there's a
or
way
try not
to.
to.
I think there's a way to start checking your activity too. Like I had to start checking my activity, like how long I was on here, and I think that helps. Like you can set an alarm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can
Is that,
set. Like I set
is
my
that an
alarm
app?
30 minutes. Like you can set it for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. But
I need that. What's that, an app?
no, it's in the Instagram settings.
Oh, is it?
It says so
We're
you
gonna
can
have to talk.
see.
We're gonna have to discuss that, after the interview or
Yeah,
whatever. Because
off the record. It's
I need to
crucial.
do that.
It's crucial. I was gonna say I see Mega Ace just joined us. Top Shelf. He's another indie artist from your neck of the woods. So it's a lot of East Coast folks on here tonight. I appreciate you guys
Okay.
so much, so much. So how would you say? What would you do? What would you be doing if you weren't doing music?
Um, Still being creative.
Yeah,
Uh,
something creative.
yeah, I would be if I wasn't doing music. It's videography. Does that count? That's not doing
Yes.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would probably be more intact with that side. I would,
Mm,
with filming, directing, probably, well, producing is considered music, so I can't
yeah,
say that.
yeah.
But yeah, I probably would be doing that. Yeah, I would put that at the top of the, you know, yeah, I would probably be doing that, like
Well,
videography or something like that.
I'm excited because I went through your visionary post and all the things. I mean, it's so crazy how you network on Instagram. There's a lot of things you see. There's things you don't see, right? But when you really see something invaluable, someone who is super talented like yourself,
Thank you.
I think it's amazing. I just really feel blessed. I always say this, Sonny, I'm humbled by a lot of the folks who have come in my direction and who have allowed me to do what you're doing tonight, because you all are so talented. My ears literally are so blessed. My ears are like ringing with gifts of lyrics and music and poetry. And speaking of your videography, I definitely, and we'll talk about that too, because I think I may have some work
Okay,
for you. Yeah,
okay.
so we'll talk about that also off record. But what advice would you give to a would-be artist or a songwriter wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Um, when you say would be, I assume they younger. So,
Yes, yeah,
um,
generation behind you.
listen, to any give me one second, to any young or up and coming artists who wanna approach this music thing, be mindful of what you preparing yourself for. Um, do it with a purpose. Um, and if you're gonna do it, whatever you do, make sure you dedicate it. You know what I'm saying? Dedicate yourself. Because if you don't dedicate yourself, you're gonna be caught up in that trend cycle. You're gonna be a temporary thing.
Hmm.
You're gonna get in this and you're gonna do it because, man, it's cool. I want to get some brownie points. I want to be liked in school. Da da da. So let me get on this wave. And even if you do that approach and the song blow, trust me, the as fast as it blew,
Mm,
that's going to be as fast as your shine go away. So
yeah,
you gotta keep that in mind. If you one of them artists, you gotta being true to you. Um, being true to you. Uh, it'll definitely it'll show, and it'll benefit you in the long run, like
mm,
times 10, because being true to you, you're gonna find your artistry. You're gonna find who you are. You're gonna generate a core audience. And when I say a core audience, I don't care. Don't seek for that 100,000 audience, whatever, because uh, a decent amount of them, 90% of them probably bashing you. They
mm,
probably just watching your video for
yeah,
how corny you are. They
hmm,
probably looking at it, laughing at you. You looking at it, you may be looking at it saying, "Oh man, I got 10K views already in a
yeah,
week." Da, 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 da. It's like, my man, they just looking at your video because you're another cornball or whatever.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Or they might be looking at your video because they know that downfall coming soon. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's
They might
crazy.
be on that. They might be on that downfall bandwagon. They might be
Mm,
like, let me follow this kid and see how long. Let me see how long his run lasts or whatever. Let me see what his next song sound like. You know what I'm
hmm,
saying? So
hmm,
they just waiting. They just waiting. If your next song is as good as the first one, they still like, okay, all right. I'm still
hmm.
waiting. I'm gonna still stick here because that third one ain't gonna be the same. So you got to be that person that's just dedicated.
Yeah.
You got to be that person that's challenging yourself. You got to be
Hmm.
that person that's you put out that first, that second one. You got to keep in your mind. You got to keep in your mind that these people are out there waiting for you
To
to come
fall.
crash it down. So
Absolutely.
if you keep that in your mind, that, oh, that first song, they think that second one ain't gonna be better. You hit them with that second one,
Hmm.
and that second one is hot. You got to know. Don't get comfortable. Don't feel
Yeah.
like, yeah, I proved myself. They know now. Nah, don't do that. You
Yeah.
still got to have that hunger and dedication. Like, nope, nope, this ain't enough. I'm
Amen.
gonna come with another one. You got to still always have that mindset of what's next, what's next,
Hmm,
what's next.
hmm, hmm.
Always try to outdo yourself. And
Mm.
like I said, stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
You need to be your biggest fan. You need to be your biggest critic.
Mm.
You need to be your biggest motivator. And like I said, you just gotta be determined, dedicated, inspired. Like
Mm-hmm.
find something to be inspired by. Me, I find inspiration in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's old Muhammad Ali
Mm-hmm.
interviews,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's I don't know, Jay-Z interviews,
Yeah.
a Tupac movie, a movie. I find inspiration in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I find inspiration in real life events that's happening around me. Um, just always seek inspiration. Be
Yeah.
inspired.
Yeah.
Don't don't be that one. It's a difference than being inspired. It's a difference when you being inspired or you just being a follower. Like
Mm.
you just going with something because it's the cool thing. Everybody's doing it, so man, I like that. I like it. If you really don't like it, you know what I mean. Don't force yourself
Yeah.
to be a part of something that you really don't. Like I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's a weird thing. I can't really
No, I get it. I
explain it.
totally get it. I think
Yeah,
consistency is a big one, right? With what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing,
And being
like you said.
consistent, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Consistent, being consistent, and like I said, dedicated. Like you
Mm-hmm.
have to like what you're doing. If you don't like what you're doing,
Mm-mm.
it's not gonna be around for you. So
And
any
it's not going to
artist,
come out right, you know. And
right? Exactly,
we could hear that and we could feel that, you know.
exactly. So any
So
artist, any newer up and coming artist, please be in this business or this art to actually enjoy and like the art, appreciate the art, respect the art. You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Get in this art because you was inspired by this person, that person. Don't get in it because like, oh man, I'm just trying to be cool. I'm trying to be down. Don't
Mm-hmm.
do that. Don't, because it's not going to end good for you. It's not going to end well for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
yeah, stay true.
what's next for you, for Roscoe Shakur? I know you got the next album coming out, but what else is going on that we don't
Um,
know about?
well, I just started my production company, which is the
Okay.
Roscoe Shakur Productions.
Oh my God.
You can see the logo in the last video I put out, Your Honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have to. What's next for me is putting out more videos for my next upcoming project, and that is the next project is going to be entitled. I think I'm going with the title Lessons Learned,
Mm-hmm.
lesson learned or whatever, because
Mm-hmm.
the first one was life lessons, so I
Yes.
think I'm
Yeah.
going with lessons learned.
I
And
like that.
yeah, thank you. The first song I'm gonna roll with is the one I sent you. It's So
Yes.
Determined.
Yes.
Um,
The lead singer.
thank you. I recorded a few other songs, but so I got a few songs. I'm a few songs in,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, my next project is lessons learned.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, that'll be what's next
Okay.
for Roscoe Shakur.
Well, I'm just again thankful. I know, you're a family guy, and I'm not going to hold you too much longer, but let everyone know where they can find you. Of course, we see on here, Roscoe underscore Shakur, but let everyone know any other handles or any other places they could find you and your music.
Yeah, definitely. Instagram. Instagram is my main platform
Mm-hmm.
that I'm on. Roscoe underscore Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
And always, if you run across my page or if you find me, always make sure to click on the link in my bio because it's always something in there for you. Like,
Yes.
so click on my bio link, whether it's a new video, whether it's my new single, whether it's my new EP, my new LP, there's always something in there for you. So yeah, and my handle is the same on all platforms on
Okay.
YouTube. Subscribe to my channel, Roscoe Shakur. Yeah, that's what the handle is, Roscoe Shakur.
Okay. Well, I'm so thankful and grateful, King. We will definitely have to do this again for the next round, the next release. And
Absolutely.
and I definitely appreciate you, of course, taking the time away from your family. So if your loved ones are watching, your beautiful fiance, I thank you so much for sharing Roscoe Shakur with us tonight. And we
Appreciate it.
appreciate you. So be well and stay true as you always do. And I will talk to you soon. Okay.
Absolutely. I appreciate this.
Absolutely. Thank you, King.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.